Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 trailer and some news about Michonne, because putting two and two together, we got some information from comicbook.com as well as some stuff from the trailer. I do have a feeling that we did see Michonne's exit in the trailer, and it's this scene right here on the boat, and I believe that's Michonne on it. We're going to talk about it throughout this video, but you might be thinking, why would they show Michonne's exit in the trailer? Remember, back in Season 9, when that trailer aired, they did basically show Rick's exit as well. I mean, they didn't show him taking off in a helicopter or anything like that, but they did show Rick getting hurt and bleeding and that whole hallucination thing. They showed a lot of that in the trailer. And they did announce also that it was Andrew Lincoln's last season. They definitely fooled us at the end. You know, we said that he got rescued and everything, but they did show parts of his last episode. And also, just today, we got some information that Season 10 has been filming out of order, and Michonne will be in most of Season 10. So, it's not going to be like, you know, she's not going to be in the first 5 or 6 episodes like Rick and Maggie were. She's going to be throughout Season 10. It's going to be scattered. So, this tells us a lot. We're going to break it all down in this video, so let's get started. So just a bit of backstory in case you don't know. This is Michonne's final season. Denai Guerra confirmed it this past weekend at Comic-Con. And, you know, she is going to be... They're saying that, you know, they're going to... I mean, there was reports saying that she's going to be in the movies, or like AMC is trying to, you know, negotiate and work things out. But that being said, nothing's 100% confirmed. I think she will be in the movies, though. I think it'll be a little ridiculous if they kill her off, just because, you know, a lot of people are waiting for that reunion between Rick and Michonne, I think. And now that we know, so we got some more information about the Rick movies. It's going to be in theaters. It's going to be a big thing. Universal is helping out with it. It's like a legit movie. And the reason Denai Guerra is leaving The Walking Dead is because her movie career is taking off. You know, she's getting a lot of offers, which makes sense because she's a great actress. But that being said, you know, if these movies are like legit movies, they're not just like, you know, made for TV movies with commercials and stuff like that. They're going to be in theaters. We saw the teaser trailer. I think Denai Guerra will be up for that. And I think it's going to work out for fans. It'll work out for the characters. It'll work out for the actors. So I do think it makes sense for Denai Guerra to be in the movies, which means her exit in Season 10 would have to be open-ended, you know, like Rick and Maggie's was. And I do think that we see a bit of that in the trailer right here, because in the trailer we have these two people. It goes by real quick, you know. The camera kind of pans close to them and they kind of just like fly by. But I believe, based on this shot right here, I think that could be Michonne and RJ. Now, while we're seeing this, you know, on the trailer, we have a voiceover from Carol, and in the trailer, I'm sure everybody has seen it by now. Carol and Daryl are talking about leaving, you know. Daryl said something about like getting on a bike and leaving, and then specifically while we're watching this, like Carol says, it's a voiceover by Carol talking to Daryl saying, you know, head out west. And as soon as she says that, it cuts to this scene right here of these two people, I'm assuming Michonne and RJ, leaving. So that could definitely just be, I mean, you know, that could be in the, I mean, I feel like, yeah, I could be giving it away, but we all know that Michonne is leaving. They already confirmed it. And I think, you know, in a way that I feel like we know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Like, if they come out and say that Michonne is going to be in the movies, like, yeah, that's going to be awesome information to be confirmed. But I feel like in a way that's what people are expecting. And who knows? Maybe they're going to be like, nope, she's not going to be in the movies. She's going to end up dying or something like that. That would be a big twist in it. Just because, like I mentioned before, a lot of people are waiting for a reunion between Rick and Michonne. And the reason why I think this is, you know, possibly how Michonne leaves is because something similar happens exactly in the comics with Michonne. Now, it's under totally different circumstances, because in the comics, Michonne leaves after All Out War. So that was a while ago. So after All Out War, that 2-year break, you know, that 2-year time skip, we learned that Michonne left to go, you know, venture out and, you know, possibly look for her family and just stuff like that, because there were so many unanswered questions. So it's a different circumstance, but, you know, the story is there. Like, she leaves in a boat in the comics. So that would work perfectly in the TV show. In the new circumstance would be like she finds out that Rick is alive and wants to go after Rick. And I think that's what makes most sense to me, at least, especially if she's gonna be in the movies with Rick, because let's say that they could do it where Michonne somehow just winds up in the Rick movies because she gets taken away also by the CRM. That would feel a bit like a coincidence and not believable. Both these characters, the two characters we want to see a reunion for, just somehow end up being in the same place. It could work, but again, I feel like that's too much of a coincidence. So what I feel like is strong is if she, because remember we have Eugene with the radio, and we know the radio is gonna be a big part of this season. We saw in the trailer, we heard the voice in the last season. There's gonna be somebody, and they have connections out there. So let's say they somehow hear somebody, or he possibly even Rick's voice, who knows? But they just get some sort of confirmation that Rick is alive. Now that would definitely Michonne would definitely want to leave and go look for him, because we saw what she was doing for the 6 years that he was missing. Like we saw that flashback episode in episode 14, I think it was, and how she would go out every single day with Daryl and look for Rick. So, if she gets some sort of like confirmation that Rick is alive 100% and he needs help or he's stuck somewhere injured, she's definitely going to go after, Rick. Now, that being said, in the trailer, it does look like it's Michonne and RJ here. Now, people, that's also been a big conversation about, like, if Michonne leaves, what's going to happen to her kids, because she has 2 young kids. Now, based on this trailer, and by the looks of it, it looks like RJ is going to be the one to go with Michonne. And Judith is going to stay back. And I think that makes sense, because they did just recast Judith. Why would they recast Judith just to send her off? That would be a little bit... And that Kaylee Fleming's a great actress. I think she's doing a great job with this character, and I'm sure they would want to keep her on screen. I don't think they would go through the trouble of finding somebody who can portray Judith at this age that well just to send her off with Michonne. So, the reason I kind of say that is because in another part of the trailer, we have Michonne hugging her kids. Now, I know this might be a stretch or something, she's just hugging her kids. Everybody hugs their kids. But that might be a goodbye. Who knows? Maybe she's hugging Judith and saying goodbye to her and leaving. Because obviously, if she's going to leave Judith behind, she's going to say goodbye. You know what I mean? So that could be the scene. And I think it ultimately makes sense for her to leave Judith behind, because, and I'm sure Judith would want to stay back because she's a fighter and she wants to stay there, and I'm sure she wants to take. And RJ is very young, and I'm sure and that could possibly mean that RJ could be in the movies, which is gonna be awesome. Seeing Rick see his son. Oh man, I cannot wait to see that. So going back to what I was talking about earlier with how Michonne is going to be in this season 10, pretty much throughout season 10, I'm going to go ahead. That report comes from comicbook.com, and I'm going to go ahead and read the excerpt from the article, and then we're going to talk about it. So they said, traditionally, The Walking Dead filmed its new episodes in order. Occasionally, a scene will be shot for another episode, or production will call for things to be switched around, but season 10 is doing things entirely different. It's unclear how many episodes Guerrera will appear in for season 10 and whether or not she will stick with the series through its production wrap in November. Still, the AMC series is filming its season out of order, having already filmed the 12th episode of the season and keeping Guerrera's Michonne around for at least that long. So that is some big information that comicbook.com decided to drop on us. So yeah, she's going to be in episode 12 because they already filmed that, and we know that she's going to be most likely in that episode. And in that boat scene I was talking about just a minute ago, she could be, that could be episode 12, and that could be her exit episode, or it could be, another episode, or it could be down the road or whatever. But they are filming out of order this season, which is super interesting to me because, again, they haven't usually done that. And the trailers, usually contain the first 6 episodes. And if they already filmed episode 12, that would technically be the first 6 episodes of filming, and, that scene could be in the trailer. But that being said, we don't know exactly how many episodes she's going to be in total. Like, we knew Rick was going to be in 5 and Maggie's going to be in 5. We don't know how many she's going to be in total. So, we don't know if there's going to be big gaps between her episodes or what. I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to work because it is a Whisper War, and I'm assuming they're going to be together. But who knows? Maybe we're going to follow her for a little bit. Maybe she leaves and we kind of follow her. That'd be interesting. But it does look like, and I'm kind of happy about this, hearing that Michonne's going to be in at least like the 12th episode. That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm kind of happy about that. You guys, let me know. What do you think about that? You know, do you think that is Michonne's exit, or what do you think about the episodes being filmed out of order? Do you prefer it like that? Do you like prefer possibly big gaps between the episodes, or would you prefer it to be like 6-7 episodes continuous and then she's gone? Let me know. What do you think about that? When I first saw the trailer and I saw that boat moment, I talked about this in my full trailer breakdown that I was gonna look more into that. And I was thinking that could be Michonne in her exit. And then, comicbook.com releases articles saying how, they're going to be filming out of order. And now I feel even more confident that that could be her exit. And I think that would be the smartest and best exit because it'll pay homage to the comics. It'll make fans happy because, she's going to go to the Rick Grimes movies. As much as it does, as much as it does suck losing Michonne because she's a fan favorite character, seeing her go to the movies is not going to be a bad thing at all. It's going to be an awesome thing. So, with that being said, I do think that would be her exit in season 10. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree or disagree? Do you think that's her exit, or do you think she's going to leave in a different way? Let me know in the comments down below. I am going to wrap it up there for this video. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. And for more Walking Dead content just like this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.